最大の優しさじゃないですかね。あなたが最後に悩まぬように、私のラジオのリスナーさんが聞かれて、家に潜んでで知った言葉たち、このコーナー勝手に弁明しながら、今回は歌詞のフレーズが心に響いたという
続いてご乗車ください。発車ベルが鳴り終わりますと山手線ドアが閉まります。
14番線ドアが閉まります。ご注意ください。
発車ベル鳴り終わりました。山手線発車です。お荷物をカード記憶をお聞きください。これからのご乗車おやめください。混んでいる扉に集中し
13番は
チューリップ。
チューリップ。チューリップ。
I had a moment this week where I was walking up the metro stairs to go to my train after school, and I was just cranky and just like, I caught myself feeling super just like ungrateful, you know? And in that moment, I was like, your lack of gratitude is going to ruin your time here. If you do not figure out how to really get back to feeling grateful for everything, the challenges, the positive things, you are going to look back on this time you had here and regret that you spent so much of it wishing that things were different. The theme of my life this week and beyond is like getting back to gratitude. I say I'm grateful all the time, and most of the time I mean it, but sometimes I'm like, am I just saying these words? And am I only saying these words when things are positive? It's very easy to be grateful when things are going your way. How do you practice gratitude when things aren't going your way, when things feel uncomfortable and hard, when your life doesn't look the way you thought it would? Like, how do you practice gratitude in those moments? I'm so happy to be back in Japan, and this is something that I've wanted. And I feel like I have allowed the just like disappointment I feel about where I am with my business and like not being in alignment with my financial goals, not achieving my financial goals, feeling like I'm behind in those ways has really cast a shadow over my experience here so far. And I thought that like when I got back to Japan, all those feelings would go away. Of course that didn't happen. Yeah, I just had a moment walking up the metro steps. I'm like, if you do not figure this out right now, if this time comes to an end, you're gonna be really sad that you spent all of it wishing that you had achieved XYZ in this amount of time. Which brings me to another topic I want to discuss, which is time. Obviously, time is a limited resource, but we don't treat it as such. We don't have an unlimited amount of time on this planet. We don't have an unlimited amount of time with the people that we love. We do not have an unlimited amount of time in these spaces, these cities. So how are we going to spend them? Are we going to spend them focusing on the fact that we don't have an unlimited amount of time and figuring out how we're going to increase that time? Or are we going to spend that time just being grateful for each day and, building community and relationships with people, and enjoying the simple, mundane moments? Know that something I will be grateful for the rest of my life is that I was able to live in a place where I could walk home at night without fear. I feel grateful for that aspect of my life here every single day. It's completely shifted my world. I feel like I get to experience life so differently because it's not ruled by the sun. I had such a lovely night with Ryuta. I'm glad that I was like, I happen to be home by 9, and we stayed out, and I met his childhood friend. We went to this cute Chisai tiny bar that she works at, and I met another person there. It's just such a wonderful night, and I needed it. I reserved the studio for my dance class yesterday, and I to be honest, I didn't advertise it much, and no one reserved the class. And instead of feeling down, I was like, how lucky am I to have this space to dance in, to have been able to carve this time out of my Saturday morning and have this beautiful, warm studio space. Just a few weeks ago, I was just craving the space to dance. Me a week ago would have been so grateful for this space to flow in, to dance in, to stretch in. Why does that have to change? It doesn't. You can choose to still be grateful for those things that a previous version of yourself really wanted. Yesterday, all I wanted was a little extra time to make a healthy breakfast and be able to enjoy it and not rush. And I was able to do that this morning, and just being more conscious of this and trying to practice gratitude in every moment has made these experiences so much more enjoyable. You think these things are guaranteed until they're not, and it's unfortunate that sometimes it takes losing something to realize how valuable it is. If you do not learn how to be grateful with what you have right now, with where you are right now, with what you've achieved right now, for everything, that lack of gratitude will follow you. Nothing will ever feel like enough. The bar will constantly move. And so if you can get back to being grateful for what you have right now, for where you are right now, even if it's not exactly where you want to be or you don't have exactly what you would like, learning how to be grateful for what you have will shift your world. I promise you. And I truly do feel like right now, even though I know it's really difficult, practicing gratitude in combination with a lot of other things is going to help pull us through this time. I am like incredibly disappointed about the outcome of this election. That goes without saying. I feel like you can look at me and know that I'm not pleased. But one thing I've been doing with my community is just like taking a moment to like vocalize the things in our lives that we're grateful for right now. And I'm not like trying to be like, you know, like toxic positivity about it, but I think we have to do what we can so that we don't fall into the depths of despair. We will get through this time. In the comments below, I would love to know something that you're grateful for. It can be big or small, whatever you feel comfortable sharing. Thank you for taking the time to press play on this video. I'm grateful for you. I really am. Thank you for showing up for me. Thank you for being patient with me. And as always, thank you for being here.